Now, the primary is a week from Tuesday on September 11th. If one of the Democratic candidates does not get 40% of the vote, which very well could happen in this primary, then there will have to be a runoff election between the top two candidates, and that would be on September 25th. We are live in Washington Heights. Adriana Rodriguez, News Channel 4. Back to you, Glenn. All right. People are basically trying to go on with business as usual on a Saturday. They're doing the mundane things of life. They're going food shopping. They're going to the post office. They're stopping and talking to their fellow neighbors. But clearly what we've seen in the short time we've been here is that people are jittery. They are unnerved. They are frightened. The moment we pulled up our news van and parked the car, several people rushed over to us and said, "What's wrong? Is there something wrong in Palisades Park? Why are you here?" Short time later, a police officer came over to our truck and said, "We've gotten like 300 calls that you guys are here. Why are you here? Is there something wrong in Palisades Park?" Another woman said to me, "Are they here in Palisades Park?" Clearly, people are unnerved, and while they're trying to conduct business as usual, it's very hard because this is something that is a constant reminder, especially here in these towns in New Jersey, which are fairly close to the city, where you always used to see a constant view of the World Trade Center and the George Washington Bridge. These things are things, not seeing the World Trade Center, one young man told me, he says, "How can I conduct business as usual when I look over and I can't see the World Trade Center anymore?" Linda, this raid took place at 6 Tonelli Avenue at about 2 o'clock this afternoon. And as Tim said, there were many onlookers who were out there cheering USA. But of course, some of the people who lived in the raid tell us tonight they weren't feeling quite so patriotic.
Adriana?
Well, I'm here at the cab company where the woman worked, and as you can see, flowers have been set up. One ribbon here reads, "Por el esfuerzo de tu trabajo," for all your hard work, number 167. By all accounts, this woman did everything she could to support her family. What's next for the Bryn Mawr College student is that she will have to answer to the charges because these charges in this case have not been dropped. It is unclear right now if she'll have to go to Italy to answer those charges or when. I'm Adriana Rodriguez live in Warren Township. Now back to you, Chuck. The buildings department says they issued a temporary certificate of occupancy back on January 9th of this year, but that's 2 months after some tenants say they moved in. For protection, the bridge painters wear this harness and they attach to the bridge cables in 2 different locations. Since so many people changed their names when they came over to America, if you are unsure of your ancestor's original name, you can still type in the name that you know, and the computer will come up with different variations of what the name might have been. Officials hope this near tragedy is a lesson to all kids that they must obey the signs and not venture out into frozen waters.
Let's see the fan perspective and my colleague outside, Adriana Rodriguez. Adriana?
Well, and as you can imagine, fans were truly pumped today to see their Bronx Bombers kick off their season and also, of course, defend the World Championship. Dozens of people here in this community of Sunset Park are here tonight. They are here by this memorial of candles and of flowers that has been put together for these victims. Gestures of love, of course, but make no mistake, this is one angry community tonight. They are demanding justice and they want to know why the police officer is not in jail tonight.
Adriana Rodriguez is live in San Juan right now with the latest for us. Adriana?
Well, the strategy of the protesters is working. They are disrupting the Navy and their bombing exercises with all of their civil disobedience. But of course, because of that, 150 of them have been arrested, including Robert Kennedy Jr. and actor James Edward Olmos, who were arrested over the weekend. I just got off the phone with an attorney for Robert Kennedy Jr. who says he and others right now are making bail. Despite all these arrests, protesters say that they will keep up their fight. While the light always worked, the lighthouse structure over decades became so deteriorated, the Coast Guard decided in 1985 it should be demolished. That's when a group of concerned local residents decided to take action.